Last weekend was a hard weekend. For many of us, we were glued to our televisions. We were waiting to hear that the people who were being held at Congregation Beth Israel in Colleyville, Texas, were safe. Among them, my colleague and friend, Rabbi Charlie Citron Walker. And much to our relief, they emerged unscathed. They escaped. They rescued themselves, and we are so grateful that they came out of that situation. And at the same time, it really is disorienting and upsetting to think that a place that we think of as a sanctuary, that we call a sanctuary, can be a place where we may not be 100% safe. And first, I want to reassure you that we at BHSS, we work very hard on our safety protocols and in making sure that we have protections in place. No one in life can be 100% safe, and we as a congregation want to continue to welcome in people who we may not know whether they are Jewish or non-Jewish, whether they want to pray with us and learn with us or learn about us. We want to be the kind of place that extends an open hand. Um, at any rate, last week, I invited you to write a card, a letter to the congregation in Colleyville. Let them know that they're not alone, that we are thinking of them, that we support them. And I also want to make it clear that we are not the only people who were affected by the situation in Colleyville. The Muslim community in particular has taken a lot of heat because um, the perpetrator was Muslim. And it's important that an entire community is not responsible for the actions of one person or for the people on the fringes of that community who may hold beliefs that are contrary to what that community believes. And so I'd like to invite you, in addition, or maybe simply, to write to a local Muslim community, maybe even not a local Muslim community, in kindness and in allyship to say, yes, we experienced this recently and we know what it feels like, and we don't want you to have to feel that way either. Because I truly, truly believe that the only way that we get from a place of division and fear to a place of peace and healing and comfort is by building bridges, by letting people know that we align with them, that we are human like them, that we support them through their vulnerabilities, through their victimization, and that none of us stands alone, and that when there is hatred in the world, more hatred doesn't make it better, it makes it more dangerous for the rest of us. So please take a moment. Doesn't have to be long. As I said, all it has to be is sincere. Um, find a congregation, find an individual, someone that you have a kinship with outside of the Jewish community, whether it's the Muslim community or whether you decide to address a community that had nothing to do with this weekend, but also is marginalized, whether it is an Asian and Pacific Islander community or the Black community. Reach out, make a bond, make a friend. Thanks.